Why does it feel like someone is watching me while I'm about to film? Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I'm doing a collaboration with my best friend, my twin sister, Debbie Knoblauch. So her channel will be linked down below, and this is a series that Debbie came up with on her channel. She first did it as a collaboration with her friend Colleen from Uniquely Individually Me, I believe is her channel. So I'll link both of them down below. They did this as a collaboration and Debbie came up with it. So basically, she decided that she wants to start using palettes that she hasn't used, or not that she has, well, palettes that she hasn't used in a while, but more specifically, shades in the palette that she's never used before, because we all have those shades that we always gravitate towards whenever we pick up a palette, and then there are shades that always get neglected that we pretty much never use. Like, I know that I have a lot of those. So we're both using palettes from Beautē today, and as soon as I saw Debbie do this with Colleen, I was like, can I do that with you at some point? Because I really want to do that. That sounds like such a fun idea. So I'm so glad she came up with this idea. And I'm going to be using the Beautē Fallen or Paradise Fallen palette. So this is a beautiful palette, but as you can see, there are a lot of shades that I have not used in this palette. So I've used this one, I've used these two, but those are the only shades in this palette that I've actually used. So pretty crazy, huh? So I'm going to put on my P. Louise base. If I can find it, it's right in front of me. No, actually, I'm going to use my Anastasia primer. Sorry. I've been trying to use this a little bit more. Oh, and I have purple eyeshadow on my fingers already. I did wash my hair recently, so it is still a little bit wet, but I want to let it dry naturally because I want it to be like, my hair's like a wavy curly when I don't blow dry it straight, so I kind of want to have it like that for a couple of videos. So I'm just testing it out, or I mean letting it dry naturally. Testing it out. No, I don't need to test it out. It's my hair. I know what it's like. You're getting insomnia, Anya. You know how sometimes you get delirious, Debbie? Well, you're getting insomnia, Anya, today. So definitely go check out Debbie's channel. She does some beautiful, amazing, colorful eyeshadow looks. She does some neutral looks. She uses glitter in the most beautiful ways. She does Try It Out Thursdays with her son Tanner. She has subscription box unboxings. She does a lot of live streams. We have so much fun in her live streams. So if you guys don't know who she is, I don't know where you've been, but if you don't know who she is because you're new here, then definitely please go check her out because I know that you guys will love her. So I will have all of her information linked down below so you can go check her out and you can see what palette she's using. So I'm going to look a little bit crazy, as you guys know, before I look a little bit more normal. And I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I think I want to use... Okay, so first I'm going to go into the shade Dusk. This one here, because I've actually never used that shade before. I think I might have swatched it at one point, but I definitely haven't used it on the eyes. So I'm going to put that on the outer V, but I'm going to bring it into the crease a little bit as well. I love this idea that she came up with because, like I said, I just feel like there are so many palettes that I own that every time I use that palette, like, I tend to just go for the same shades every time, whereas there are so many more beautiful shades in the palette that, you know, I'm sure I could get beautiful looks from, but I just don't use them. So this is a great way to do that. Let me know if you have a palette like that down below. Let me know if you have a palette where every time you open it, you use the same like 3 or 4 shades, and there are other shades in there that you think are pretty, but you just tend not to use them. And let me know what palette that is. I could probably think of like 50 off the top of my head that I do that with. So as soon as I saw her and Colleen do their collab, I was like, can I do that with you, please, at some point? So here we are. And what a way to start off May. Can you guys believe it's already May? I feel like even though we're quarantined and we're at home and the time seems to be dragging on. I feel like at the same time, I don't know where April went. But that might just be because half the time I don't know what day it is. But I don't know what happened to April. I just don't. And I also can't believe it's May, I think, because in my area, normally in May, it would be over 100 degrees. I'm going to go into Cypress Tree, this beautiful, like, I don't know, it's like it's not just a regular brown. It has like a lot of red and like purpley tones to it, or undertones. And I'm going to put that over top of just the outer portion. I live in Virginia, Northern Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. And normally our summers are miserable. Like they're so, not just hot, but humid. And usually by May, or like even May 1st, even the middle of April, it would be so incredibly just bleh, outside that you wouldn't even want to, you know, be outside for more than 5 minutes. And lately, like this morning, or yesterday morning now, I should say, it was in the 30s and it was raining and gross and awful. And I mean, I like rainy days, don't get me wrong, but they always make me have a flare up. And, you know, especially when it's cold rain, I prefer like more like summer thunderstorm rain type of situations. So, cold rain is not my favorite. It's not my friend. So I'm not the hugest fan of it, but that's how our weather's been. It's just been crazy. It's just, I can't remember the last time that we had weather like this. I'm trying to clean off this little brush here because I want to just blend the edges of that. So yeah, let me know down below what the weather has been like where you are. And also, I don't know, like, I guess something I've been wondering is, will the pools open? I mean, I don't know. I guess it all depends on how things go. I know my husband was told recently that he's going to be working from home until at least June. So that's crazy. I'm just adding a little bit more of the brown, or the purpley brown. I don't know what to call it. It's not even an eggplant shade. It's just, it's a chocolate brown, but it has like purpley reddish undertones. Not normally a shade I would use in this palette, clearly, because I haven't used it yet. Okay. Now, I have not used Night's... Whoa. Did you see that? One of the eyeshadows popped out. The glue came loose. I'll have to fix that. Okay, so the one purple in this palette, like the truest purple that I have not used is... No, Twilight. Yeah. Okay, this one is the one I have not used. I've swatched it, but I have not used it. So I've used Night Sky and Eve are the other two purples. Do I want to use... I'm going to go into the shade Vine first, which is this next brownish shade. Let me just clean off this brush a little bit. I feel like I use the same brush for like the whole look sometimes. Or do I want to go into Stone? No, I want to go into Vine. Okay. So I've definitely never used this shade before because this is like a cool tone brown. I'm just going to bring it in a little bit further than the other shades. I just want to be able to see it a little bit in the crease. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want hot and humid. Like, I like colder weather. I love snow, as you guys know. But I'm just surprised is all. Okay. I think I like that. I think. I feel like my eyes are never even. Never, ever even. Okay. So now we're going to take some glitter glue. that I swear was in front of me 2 seconds ago. Okay, I'll just use the Anastasia glitter adhesive because I have no clue where in the world it went. So I'm just going to take this glitter adhesive. I'm just going to put that on my lid, a little bit into my crease. I like that this has an applicator. It is a little bit liquidy. I mean, it's a liquid. Oh, Anya, what are you thinking? Oh, and we're allowed to use glitter or like something in the inner corner as like a highlight or whatever we want. So I'm excited about that because we both love our glitter. I've always loved glitter, and I've always loved the thought of wearing glitter, but until I met Debbie, I just didn't know the way that I wanted to wear glitter, because if that makes any sense whatsoever, because I feel like I'm going into that shade Twilight now, the true purple, because I feel like it just always looked weird. Like I wasn't using glitters that I really loved, and I never really loved the thought of like loose glitter, because I mean I didn't like the loose glitter I was using, and I'm gonna try to explain it. But so basically I was using mostly like, you know, NYX loose glitter or something like that, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it is pretty, some of their shades are pretty, but like I had like the red, so when you put it on it was just red, and on camera and also even in person, like it was hard to tell that you were even wearing glitter because it just looked red, and so it wasn't reflective enough, and it wasn't like a duochrome or a multi-chrome or anything like that. It was just red. So I might as well have just had on a red shimmery eyeshadow, if that makes sense. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love the purple with like the browns. Okay, going back into that brown. I hate calling it brown because it's more than a brown. It's like a burgundy brown. I love these colors together. They're just so pretty. I'm gonna just blend this over. I just want it to look more blended. No matter what I do, my looks are always more editorial. I mean, I have done some blended looks, but whenever I use bold colors, they're always very bold. I love Ace Beautē. If people ask me, you know, what's a really good brand that has really good bright colors and everything like that, that's easy to work with, I would say Ace Beautē. I love all their palettes. I have the Oceanic, the Flare, the Paradise 4-piece bundle. I just love them. Okay, so I'm going to go into Piggy Bank from ColourPop, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line, because now we're doing our lower lash line before we do our face makeup, because I'm remembering, because that way I don't have fallout onto my foundation. Okay, and then I'm going to take, where'd it go? That's not it. There it is. My little Kaleidos pencil brush. This is one of my favorite pencil brushes. This one and the Juvia's Place one. It has some green on it. Okay, I'm going to go into the Cypress Tree shade, the non-brown brown. And I'm going to put that underneath the lower lash line. I will do the inner corner highlight. Well, I might do it last. That I don't mind doing last. Okay. And then I want to take the shade Moon Glow, which I can't believe I haven't used before. It's like the shimmery shade, and it's a very light shimmery lilac-y silver white. Am I making any sense? And I'm just going to put that right at the brow bone just to kind of help. No, that didn't do what I wanted it to, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to go back. I'm just going back over it with that same brush. All right, so I'm going to clean up the fallout, do my brows, my mascara, my face, and then I'll be right back to finish up the eyes in the inner corner. Okay, so I am back, and everything that I have on my face that I didn't put on camera will, and everything on my face will be linked down below, or not linked, but listed. So I'm going to go into the shade Gag Me from Jeffree Star. I don't know why I hold them up, because you can't see them until they're on my face, or until they're on my eyes, but it looks like this. It's like a blue slash pinky purple type of vibe, and I'm just going to put it on my lid. Yeah, this is why I love these highlighters. Oh my goodness, I just love them so much, and I use them on my eyes way more than I do on my face. So I think I said that in another video recently-ish. Okay, that is perfect, and now I'm going to take a little bit more of it and put it just in my inner corner. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I think the look looked pretty before, but that definitely amped it up a notch. So I'm happy about that. Okay, and on my face, maybe I'll just put the same highlighter on my face. I'll just do it with a I'm gonna do it with like a fluffy kind of like eye brush, and I'm not gonna put any on my nose just because these are so blinding that I think they look weird on my nose personally. Yeah, it's so pretty. Well, maybe I'll put it a little bit on my nose. Just blend it out more. These are very glittery, but you can make them less glittery depending on how you blend them out. So I'm going to use Dewy Set, which Debbie made me buy. This is my second setting spray. Okay, I used a little bit too much, and then I'm just going to take my sponge because I think I got out of control with my blush and my bronzer. Just kind of pat over it with my sponge. Okay, so for my lips, I want to use Mudslide from Gerard Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite lip liners now, and it kind of reminds me of that brown shade we used. And I have been way more meticulous about my lip liner application since watching Debbie's tutorial. She did an amazing tutorial on how to do your lips. Okay, and then I'm going to use Beam Me Up from Jeffree Star. I love this shade. I don't know, it's just a really pretty sparkly pinky nude. Normally I don't like his bullet lipsticks, especially not the sparkly ones, because they tend to be just glitter on your lips and nothing else, like no pigment or anything. And then I really want to use this. So Il Makiage did a collaboration with Carly Bible, and this is in the shade Twilight. And because they got my foundation shade wrong when they matched me the first time, they actually gave me a gift card to their store for $20. And then they gave me another gift card for $20 for it shipping late or something. So I got two. This packaging is stunning, and it is so weighted, like it's so heavy. But I saw that they had these lip glosses, and they're like glittery lip glosses, and I can't believe I didn't smell it first. It doesn't really have a scent. That kind of makes me sad, but It's very sparkly and beautiful. Ooh, that's pretty. And it's not sticky, which I love. And now I have to clean off the doe foot. Normally I would have put it on with my finger, but for some reason I forgot. So that is the, I just love this packaging. That's just so pretty. Okay. It almost feels like glass. I don't know. I love it. I love it already. I wanted every shade, but they were sold out of most of them. So I'm going to use my Apocalyptic Beauty Hot Cocoa Setting Spray. This has become my favorite finishing spray because when I use it, it just, I feel like it makes everything just come together. My hair's still wet. Okay, so this is my finished look with the Ace Beauté Paradise Fallen palette. I am so happy that I did this with you, Debbie. Like, thank you so much for including me in your series because I never would have used these shades together. So I'm really, really loving it. So I can't wait to see what Debbie created. I do know what palette she's using, but if you want to know what palette she's using, you'll have to go watch her video. But I can't wait to see what she came up with because I don't know what shades she hasn't used in that palette. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and don't forget to subscribe to Debbie and check out her video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.